Hi everybody, this is Andreas here. So today we have a live interview with Lesley Powell. She runs a cafe in Bossum, right by the waterside, and it's called the Breeze Cafe. And we wanted to ask her a few questions about how she runs her cafe, what the challenges are, and how she overcomes them, just so you get a bit of an idea, get a few tips along the way, and I hope it will help you guys. So hi Lesley, thanks for seeing us today. You all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so I just wanted to speak about, how you arrived at where you are now with your cafe. How did it all start? How did you get into the hospitality business?
In this job?
Any job, where did it start?
I've always done that since school. That's what I've done, waitressing, pub work, everything. This particular job, what we're talking about, was a very weird one. Came in just to do a few shifts as my former job was ending.
Yeah.
And it ended up that I was sort of started to run the place, was always sorting out with the staff the problems, and was then given the job as manager.
Yeah.
And then I became part owner as well.
Yeah.
Challenges was worse.
Yeah, so what are the challenges
staff,
then?
Really, the staff that were already here, that I'm now the manager that needed to, sort of tell me what they thought I needed to do.
Right.
Which there was a few problems there. So we've got all lovely staff now, so that's it. So as for staff, that's the biggest challenge.
How many of your staff did you actually had to change to get it all
Probably
working? Half of them, all of them?
About 8 of them have left because of different reasons. They were at uni.
Yeah.
They want here and there,
Yeah.
which I didn't want. They want one weekend of work, then they'll see you in 3 months, and then they're like a new person. It wasn't working out, so now they're quite regular.
Yeah.
We do have new people and people leave because, that's what they do weekends. That's that about that.
So did you just solve the problem by basically getting new staff, or did you try to manage them so they would become better employees? What did you do?
Well, that's what initially, we tried to make things better. It wasn't the best before. They just sort of flitted in and out when they were at home from university or whatever. It wasn't working out. So literally just started, having new people come on board, and some of them changed, and some of them now, as Emily you met earlier, is supervisor and can do everything perfectly. She's left in charge. She's only 18. She does a really good job. But some of them just didn't put enough into it. So, and then the others are just, this time of year there's only 2 people anyway.
Yeah. So when you hire your people, do you hire them based on their skill level or rather on their attitude? What's important for you?
Attitude, definitely.
Attitude.
And how nice they are. It's not a hard job to learn. It's here. I know, as you know before, it is a hard thing, but it isn't. It's just a cafe. As long as everyone's nice to each other, and good team members, and
That's cool. And do you face any other challenges? I mean, is it when it
space,
comes to
obviously
space,
here.
right?
So
you could
there was
expand
no
more?
hot food.
Right.
We won't be expanding, but there wasn't any hot food really available apart from breakfast, which is now we've got quite a full menu, which is down to me, and the space has been limited to do it, but we do it well.
And has the business increased since you entered hot food and all that?
Probably double take-ins.
It doubled in takings,
probably,
right?
in a year,
So before that, it was just really serving cakes and a basic
breakfast and stuff, but nothing lunch menu.
Okay.
We do quite a few lunch specials now, different things.
Which you think for a cafe, you should have a good lunch order, right?
Don't do alcohol, so with the we don't get a lot of competition with the pub. We don't want to be. We're all on good level. Yeah. But obviously we have a few of our staff that don't want alcohol. We do have that. Yeah.
And obviously you've got a one-layer location here. It's right in, the water side, facing the water of Bossum. Very nice area. So you overcame those challenges. You had no hot food, the staff. Was there anything else that you found quite difficult when you started?
Well, not really, not here. I mean, when I started, I've been in previous jobs trying to sort everything out. Was a bit awkward, money and sorting everything out and paying people, but I've just sort of fallen into it here because it's not many staff.
So was it the finance that you find tricky? I mean, this is now, the owner of the business. So is it the financing? Getting the wages ready, getting all the stuff ready. Is that a challenge?
I do all of that. Yeah. I mean, some of it's done. I'm only part owner. So some of it's done by the director.
Owner,
she does. Some people are paid into the bank, and then I do the other people.
I see. Okay. Okay. And what would you say over the last year? What has been your biggest achievement? What has been your biggest kind of success?
The hot food, I think, and
Just
the
the
way
introduction
people are
of the hot
coming
food.
back all the time because it's dog friendly.
Yeah.
Because of the views. We take bookings now all the time. At Christmas, we started it last year, and we'll do it again this year. We'll do lunch. We'll do Christmas menus.
Christmas lunch?
We'll do small
Okay.
parties.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. All
people
right,
want to
okay.
take old people
So
out.
none of that happened before, no?
No.
No, okay,
No.
that's
So
great.
It's been really good.
And so you introduced the hot meals. You introduced you know, a rather different kind of flow to everything.
Yep.
And so do you have any kind of tips that you could give to cafe owners that can learn from what you've gone through? Anything that you would do different, or?
You know, obviously always try and put different things on the menu.
Yeah.
Even in just cakes, we always have different cakes, which are always quite standard, but I always get different ones. If they're cooking different ones, I ask different ones. Always go with the festive time of the year, Christmas time, Christmassy type ones.
So how often do you change your menu? Is it on a regular basis? And not just
it changes
cake?
in the summer.
Yep, so you have a summer menu.
Spring menu, which is now, and then it will change to winter menu, so more hot food, but there is always hot food.
Yeah. There's always some sort of food, okay. And
There's
so you
hot
match
food
the
in
different
everyone.
times of the year, okay. Is that what you're saying, yeah? You match the food matches the different time of the year.
Well, no, what I meant, we have spring menu. Well, we have a summer menu, which is more like quiches and salmon and goat's cheese salad, bacon and goat's cheese salads, etc. We take off.
I see.
And then more cottage pies, shepherd's pies, lasagnas. But there's always still lasagnas, and there's soup all year.
Okay.
3 different soups we go through.
Yeah. Okay, great.
That's all the time.
And do you have any upcoming events that you would like to share with us? Anything exciting happening?
Well, looking forward to Christmas.
Looking forward to Christmas, yeah.
On and,
so you're taking bookings for Christmas now? You're going to have parties in here?
We do have. We might have some lunch parties and stuff.
Yeah, you do that, yeah. Great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure. And best of luck with everything. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.